Good afternoon. Today we will discuss the demonstration of SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA, SWEDA, and we all know that SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA, SWEDA is a type of Sankara SWEDA which is categorized in the Sir-Agni SWEDA classification by Charaka. Today we are trying to conduct SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA, SWEDA preparation in a practical class for our students, and it will be done for a basic understanding of preparation of SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA, SWEDA. As we all know that the materials required for SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA, SWEDA are arranged here, and we are showing those materials and some of them are already prepared and some of them are kept here. So among them, the basic need of the procedures are Balamula Kwata Churna, which is kept over here, and we are supposed to take this Balamula Kwata Churna, clean the Balamula Kwata Churna, and it should be taken one prastha 500 grams of Balamula to be taken, 8 liters of water, the mixed Balamula Kwata to be boiled until it reduces for 1/4 of its quantity, that is 2 liters, and we have already prepared that, and these are the two containers which contain Balamula Kwata. The 2 liters, the retained 2 liters of Balamula Kwata should be divided into 2 parts, and those 2 parts, among them we have to, one is used to prepare SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDAs, and another container is used to boil the PINDAs. So now we will try to make a PINDA from one container. So now we need to add equal quantity of milk, that is among 2 liters of Balamula Kwata we divided into 2 parts, that is 1 liter of Balamula Kwata Churna is there in one container, and we should add equal quantity of milk for one container, that is 1 liter of milk should be added for that to the Balamula Kwata, and we need to add 500 grams of SHALI to that and prepare SHASTIKA, SHALI, PINDA. In this, as it is a practical class, we have already prepared it, and we are trying to show that to the students how to prepare SHASTIKA, SHALI. The Balamula Kwata and milk and SHALI is mixed and kept for boiling to prepare SHASTIKA, SHALI mixture, and it should be made for SHASTIKA, SHALI, and it should be used for preparing PINDA. So we need to prepare the SHASTIKA, SHALI rice. Meanwhile, we need to add the same equal quantity of milk to the another container. To this another container, we are adding the equal quantity of milk to that, and this container also will be kept for boiling, and it is used to heat the potalies. We need to use a special Cora cloth to prepare potalies, and the Cora cloth should be measuring of 45 to 45 centimeters length and breadth, and it should be square so that it will be easy to make a potalace. So now we are trying to take a special kind of Cora cloth to prepare potalace, and at the same time we need threads like this to tie the potalace. Now we'll try to show how the potalace are formed or tied. So once after preparation of Shastika Shali in this way, we have to take it for a preparation of potali like this. A classical potali, one potali should weigh about 250 to 300 grams. Okay, so that in classics it has been told that one potali should be the size of the therapist palm. If the therapist is having a bigger palm, so potali should be big, and if the therapist palm is smaller, then the potali should be accordingly. So that the intention of explanation of that is to have a proper grip while making the potali. So once after keeping a Shastika Shali in the cloth, so take the 4 edges. Among them, one edge should be little bit bigger than the other 3, and make a hole in the center. Okay, try to pierce the edges of the other 3 into that hole like this, and the edge which is bigger than other 3 should be covered to other 3 edges in this way, so that a proper handle should be created for the pinda. And it should be squeezed in this way, so that if it is very loose, the grip may not be proper for the therapist. So once after preparing like this, take a thread, it should be 50 centimeter in length, hold like this, start from the base of the potali to tie, bring the thread on the top, then put a proper knot. It should be tight in nature, and there should not be any leakage of the shali from the potali. So this is how we prepare potali. So see, according to my hand, the handle should be gripped like this, and this is the potali. The size of the potali, as I said, it should weigh about 250 to 300 grams, and it should not be too much tight. It should be soft, and small amount of looseness should be there inside the potali, as we need to squeeze over the body of the patient. If it is very tight, the chances of breakage of the potali may take place. So it should be a small amount of looseness should be there in the potali, so that the content of the potali can squeeze out from the potali, pores of the potali. So this is how we should prepare the potali. We need to keep the prepared potali into the kashaya, balamula kashaya, to heat them in this way. So it should be heated for a while. Then take the potali, check the heat of the potali by pounding the potali on your palm and dorsum of the palm, so that to understand the intensity of the heat. Thereafter, you apply this potali on the patient's body. so that there will not be any complications on the patient. We need to make a Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA. So once after preparation of potali, we need to heat the potali as I showed in the previous slide. Then we need to confirm the heat by pounding it over the palm and dorsum of the palm. Then we need to apply this over the patient. So one thing always you should keep in mind that Shastika Shali, in difference between Shastika Shali and potali SWEDA, the applying of the heat over the body through a potali will be different. So in Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA, we need to squeeze in this way, whereas in potali SWEDA we need to pound like this. This is the main difference between potali SWEDA and Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA. So here by doing like squeezing action, see I am gripping the potali very tightly and I am trying to squeeze the potali, by which we can get the proper snigdha svedana over the patient's body. So as much as possible try to squeeze the potali so that the content of the Shastika Shali will release from the pores of the potali and it will help to make a snigdhata over the skin and helps in developing the samyak sweda lakshanas. So as we know that this Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA is one type of snigdha sweda and we are expecting snigdha bhava appearance in the patient's hand. Hence it is indicated in most of the musculoskeletal disorders, like it may be muscular wasting, okay, or degeneration of muscles or degenerative joint disorders like that, etc. So this should be the method of applying of potali over the patient, and at the same time if it is for full body you need to massage up along with that. So in one hand you have to squeeze in this way and another hand you should massage the patient's body. So this should be the method of application of Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA over the body. So this Shastika Shali Pinda SWEDA should be done for 45 minutes to 1 hour 15 minutes for full body, and for local areas it should be done for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, and there are chances of some of the complications in this treatment. The most commonest complication is the intensity of heat. So every time when you boil the potali and whenever you apply that potali to the body, so please ensure the temperature before applying on the patient's body, so that the chances of complications will be very less, and meanwhile you should ask the pressure of the potali on the patient's body.